Hey, this is Darren here from Property Prosperity. I'm just finishing off a little renovation that I'm just about to sell my house down here at number 4 Culley Street, Aldinga Beach, and I thought while I'm waiting for the paint to dry on the fence that I'm painting, I thought I'd just quickly show you around and have a look at the development I did out here. It's been quite a few years ago now. It was sort of like 7 or so years ago, but I thought it would be a good one for people to have a good idea of what I've been up to. And so you can see here it's an old house on the corner block. I'll just flick it around so you can have a good look. Over there. So yeah, you can see there. So it's just a little old house on a corner block. Just painted it up and renovated it. And it had just a big messy backyard that was just full of a whole pile of trees and not much else. So I cut the back end off. And you can see here is the house where I cut it off there. So because the house wasn't worth a huge amount of money, because it was just sort of, I suppose, like a weatherboard sort of home. Wasn't really worth spending a lot of time and effort in trying to make it as nice as possible, I suppose. So I just really painted it, and that was pretty much it. And you can see the backyard there is pretty much as small as you can make it, legally wise. And the back here I managed to subdivide it into 4, so it went from 1 block into 4. So you can see here, that's the 3 houses I built here quite a few years ago now. I kept 3 of the houses, and then along the way I just sold the property off, sold that one myself, and then I sold the back one at the very end there, sold that one off as well, and then had a couple of tenants in these 2 here, and also tenants, so I had no hassles whatsoever. The tenant that was in this house just here, they were like a German couple, just came straight from Germany, so they were meticulous, so that by the time they moved out it was probably better than it was brand new, so it was ridiculous how well they maintained the house, so that was really awesome. And then the house in the middle was rented out to a guy that he was an older guy that sort of semi-retired, so basically he looked after it as if it was his own house, so he was an awesome tenant to have as well. Since then the Germans moved out because they've got their own house, and now another young lady's living in there, and she was an awesome tenant as well. But along the way I just needed some cash for some other things, so then I eventually sold that property off. That tenant's still in there though, but she's a really nice lady. And now I've decided I'm going to sell the one left over, the one in the middle here. So unfortunately, after I think it was like 7 years, I had to move out my tenant. So he's now moved out, and we've got that's my last little tenant in this little place, so I'm just getting it ready for sale now. So because they were brand new, there wasn't really that much to do. So earbuds. Hi Michael Tucker. Not really sure, do I have some earbuds? Is that going to help hearing what I'm saying, is it? No problems, what I'll do, I'll give that a go. Hang on 2 secs. This is the very first time I've used Facebook Live, so that's why I'm using it as a bit of a practice thing for me. So hang on 2 secs, I'm just going to put my headphones in and see if it makes any difference. Okay, Michael Tucker, I've got my headphones in. I don't know if that's made any difference to you. Ah, beautiful. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate your advice. And hi, Isaac and Jay. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I'm going to take you a quick walk through here, show you what I've done. So like I said, I've basically had the same tenant in here for forever, really. So little house here, so it's just a 3-bedroom, just 1 living area house, 2 bathrooms, a separate bathroom in there, separate toilet. To be honest, probably as a learning experience, I really wanted to get a double garage on all 3 houses, because I know that adds a lot of value to the house. What that meant though is that I had to squeeze this master bedroom. So I probably squeezed it a bit too small, to be honest. So even when I was trying to rent out the properties, because it ended up being, I think, about 3.5 metres by 3 metres, or 3.2 metres by 3 metres. To be honest, it's a bit too small. So really my advice now, with obviously this is, I've been doing developments and stuff for about 10, 12 years now. So this was really at the start of my journey, I suppose, or relatively start. And so I really thought the value of the double garage was more than the value of the master bedroom. But what I've realised since then, and what I advise clients now, is the cars live in the garage and the people live in the house. So focus on the house first and the car second, because if you end up with a room that's a little bit small, which is what this one is, then it can affect the value of, well, I even struggled trying to get tenants that were going to rent it out because they thought it was a little bit small. Saying that though, it's not terrible, you know, in the scheme of things. Obviously, it's really important to focus on plans because plans can affect the value of the house, and quite often people get their advice on the plans from a builder, and sometimes the builder doesn't really care about the house. They just want to build it and make their money. So that's probably one bit of advice there. Definitely focus on the plans and have a think about what it's going to look like when it's finished. At the end of the day, I was focused on just getting it built and doing the development, and I wasn't really focused too much on, you know, what it, livability wise. Obviously since then I've become a lot more focused on that, but that did have an effect when I was trying to sell the last couple, that it was a little bit too small, the master bedroom. Oh, it's not terrible, but like I said, it could have been better. Out the back here you can see it's pretty, just a standard house. It's a pretty good design. I have some clients that think it's boring that everyone's got the same type of house where they have bedroom, 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 open plan living area, little alfresco backyard. But the reason people like that style of houses, it just works. You know, it works for the councils. Councils really like it, and that's part of the council requirements. They actually want your living area to open onto the backyard, and so trying to not do that, where I've had some clients say, hey, I just think it's a bit boring and I don't want to have my living area facing on the backyard, council really try and talk you out of it, I suppose. And it just works. It makes a lot of light in the back of the yard, gives you a lot of privacy. Just seems to work really cool. So I just thought I'd show you what I'm out here doing at the moment. Like I said, I've just got 10 minutes free. That's why I thought I'd test out this Facebook Live thing. It is like watching paint dry. Thanks, Andrew Crosby. And yeah, so this is my paint drying out the back here. So I've just put one little coat on the back section. I don't know why I'm down here painting the fence. I just thought it was one thing I forgot to do, and the furniture's going in on Monday, which is 2 days away from today. So and I came out the back here and realised the back fence looked pretty terrible, and it's too late for me now to organise a tradie to come and do it. I got a tradie to come and tidy up the backyard a bit for me and fix up my lawn, which was pretty much dead. So now that's improved the backyard, just fix up there. The lady came and just measured up for the furniture. One advice I would give to people if they're trying to sell their house is definitely hire some furniture. It makes a massive difference. You can see with this house here at the moment, if we you know, trying to sell that where it's just a vacant house, it's really hard for people to imagine what the house is going to look like when they're living in it. So putting some, and then particularly try and get an interior design that has a bit of flair, like lots of bright colours. My advice to people too is try and make the house as boring as possible. So plain colours like whites and creams, but then use your furniture to create lots of flair. So heaps of colour in the furniture, you know, bright, you know, paintings and all that sort of stuff. That's going to add a lot of I don't know, let people see what they can do, but likewise, even if someone doesn't really like the furniture, they can imagine just taking the furniture out and putting their own furniture in, but also gives people options of what's possible, I suppose. So that probably cost you a couple of grand to hire some furniture for a house, but you know, might add $20,000–$30,000 worth of value. So I definitely, if you haven't got the money to hire some furniture, probably just save up for it, and it's definitely worth it in the long run. So, okay. Thanks, Michael Tucker, for some more advice. He's feeling seasick, so I'll try not to move so quick. Again, for people that just joined me, this is the first time I've done this thing, so I just thought I'd give it a bit of a go, and that's pretty much it. So, like I said, we've got the furniture going in on Monday. I've tried to do things as quickly as possible, basically. So we've got the furniture going on Monday. We've got the photos and a video happening on Tuesday, and then we'll start doing all our graphic design and all our editing and all our printing, and then hopefully within the next couple of weeks we'll have it on the market. So yeah, another bit of advice as well as the furniture, I'd definitely advise having a professional video done that's really going to try and sell the house. I suppose nowadays with people really internet based, not a lot of people drive around looking at houses on the weekends like they did in the old days, so you've really got to try and sell the house before they come and have a look at it. And if they don't come and have a look at it, then you've got no chance of selling a house. So really that's where a video comes in. You can really come in and try and point out all the awesome things about the house and try and just convince them to get in the car. I suppose people are just a bit lazy nowadays, so the more people can get there, the more chance you've got to try and sell the house. So that's it. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I think it's been pretty successful. I had a couple of people, so thanks Mr. Crosby and a whole pile of other people, and thanks Michael Tucker for your feedback. I really appreciate it. And I might even give it a go another time. Cool, have a good day everyone. Bye.